I'd like to walk you through what I call the life cycle of fear, or if you want me to be fully transparent, pretty much a day in my brain. We wake up. We feel pretty good most days. Then you get into your office or your work environment. Maybe you've spent the morning scrolling through social media, looking around at strangers' lives on the internet that we've never even met, and we begin to compare ourselves to said strangers on the internet who seem to be just a little bit more ahead. Every time you do this, you will doubt yourself. At times, you even begin to doubt your entire existence. When you do this, you're gonna play it safe every single time because you don't believe that what you have is good enough. You don't think you're worthy enough or ready enough or smart enough or skinny enough or beautiful enough or sexy enough. So we put things off. We wait for someday when the kids are grown. Someday when I retire. Someday when I get this relationship. Someday when I have that relationship. Someday it's gonna have you waiting a long time, and every time you wait for someday, you will miss opportunities to connect really powerfully and really profitably. Maybe, fear boss, you end up quitting on yourself and the people that need you the most, and this will lead to regret every single time. And at the end of our lives, I really think that's what we're trying to avoid. When you lay your head on the pillow at night, when it's the end of your life, it's all those little things that you don't do that we regret, and that's what we're trying to avoid. It's scary to put yourself out there. It's uncomfortable. We don't want people to not like us. We don't want people to judge us. We don't want to fail. We don't want to publicly embarrass ourselves. So it's so much easier to play it safe, which is why so many of us do. It's also why so many of us are suffering from the deadly fear disease I call slayophobia, which is totally a word I made up to describe what I believe is this sort of fear of success that causes you, fear boss, to doubt your greatness and play it safe. This will result in missed opportunities and a mediocre life every single time. The real problem is that we've got our focus on the wrong thing. So I think it's only fitting to put this quote up as we kick off the second half of the presentation from my girl, Amy Poehler, who writes this: there is so much power in looking silly and not caring that you do, right? And not caring that you do. I really think this is my secret to entrepreneurship and life. I am just not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to look stupid. I'm not afraid to fall off a stage. I've done it. I'm not afraid to get it wrong so I can get one step closer to getting it right. Improv teaches us movement and momentum despite fear and the possibility of failure. Improv is all about figuring out how to face fear and get more comfortable in uncomfortable spaces. This game is really designed to teach us that we will never be able to control other people, places, and or things, or what's happening in the world. Hello, global pandemic, right? And we have no script. I have no idea what they're gonna do or say up here, but what we can control is how we show up. We can control what we do next. And the thing we need to understand, and what you guys did so well, is that the improv theater is not about the best thing or being the funniest or the smartest or the greatest. It's about focusing on what comes next. There are far too many people waiting, just waiting for good things to happen instead of going out there and making their dreams a reality. Let's go happen to things.